So coming into this little corridor behind me, we have 4 different species of highly venomous snakes. Now at a quick glance it seems like these are the big 4 of India. So the big 4 of India are India's 4 most deadly snakes. So we've come across our first native snake here in India. Check it out. It's the spectacled cobra. There's 2 in there, and then there's 1 down there. So the second snake of the big 4, the snake right behind me, this is a crate. Unlike most venomous snakes, such as vipers, crates like this one here don't really have that classic V-shaped head, which is formed from the big glands they have at the back of their head. Now the third snake right behind me there is a snake I would love to see here in India, especially in the wild. This is the Russell's viper. Something I particularly love about the Russell's viper is the beautiful oval patterns it has on its back. It's very unique and it helps you identify the snake very easily compared to something like a rattlesnake or another venomous snake that you can find elsewhere that looks very similar. I was just reading the board here about the Russell's viper, and I've noticed one error, one pet peeve that really annoys me when it comes to the words poisonous and venomous. As you can see, it says the word poisonous, but this snake isn't poisonous, it's venomous, and they work in 2 completely different ways, and sometimes people get them mixed up, but unfortunately this park has got them mixed up. So on to the 4th and final snake. This is the saw-scaled viper. This is also another snake I would love to see in the wild in India. Now the saw-scaled viper is very different in the way it produces noise to defend itself. Unlike hissing, which many snakes do as a first sign of defence, the saw-scaled viper actually rubs its body scales together in like a side-to-side motion, which creates a noise. And if you heard it out in the wild, you would definitely know that it's a saw-scaled viper. It's pretty remarkable that these 4 snakes are responsible for approximately up to 50,000 deaths each year in India. It's just a staggering amount of number. And most of them don't even know the snake's there. Most of them, people get bitten because they work on farms, out in rural areas, stuff like that. People don't really wear shoes, aren't really well protected on their feet from up to the knees and their ankles, and they step on a snake and they get bitten. It's either that, or people see a snake out in the house, in the garden, and they try and kill it. And they try and kill it, they try and pick it up, the snake bites them, and they end up dying from the snake bite. So here is another native snake here to India. This is the Indian rat snake, and these snakes do grow quite big, as I found out in Malaysia. Rat snakes are pretty common and widespread throughout Asia and India. These snakes are non-venomous, but they do have quite the temper on them. So rat snakes are actually a really useful snake because they act as a vermin control. They eat, as the name suggests, lots of rats and mice, and there are plenty of those around here in India, especially in urban areas and the farmland areas. Another reason why not to kill rat snakes or harm them in any way. They're nature's perfect pest control. We're currently walking into the crocodile zone. Hopefully we'll see some cool crocodiles native here to India. So most crocodiles aren't really active hunters. Most of them are opportunistic and scavengers. So they spend most of their time lounging around, doing nothing really, and soaking up the sun's rays, basking either by the side of a lake or a water body. I've just looked into the enclosure next to me and I saw a sign that said saltwater crocodile. Now I've never ever seen a saltwater crocodile in my life, and these are the largest crocodiles in the world. Oh my word, it is huge. It is ginormous. I'm speechless. Take a look at this. Look at the size of that crocodile. I'm actually quite scared to get close to the fence. Look at the size of it. So there's a tree, and look at the crocodile. Oh my word. Now at this size, this is definitely a male crocodile. Male crocodiles grow much larger than the females. Males can grow up to 6 meters long, and this crocodile definitely looks like it could be at least 5 meters long, maybe even 6 meters long. It is absolutely ginormous. I'm just speechless.
Big, no?
Huge. That is huge.
Huge one.
550 kg.
550, yeah.
550.
Now, unlike the massive salty just next door there, these mugger crocodiles only grow up to around half the size those salties do, up to 2.5 meters on average. Now, these crocodiles are widespread through India, and they're pretty common on lakes and in freshwater bodies. So the third crocodile native here in India, it's the most rare, it's critically endangered, and it's just right in front of me right here. There it is. Look at that. This is the gharial. Would you look at that? Critically endangered. And there's 3 in this enclosure right here. I do have to say, it is the coolest looking crocodile species out of alligators, crocodiles and the gharials. So unlike most crocodiles and alligators, gharials have a thin, slender snout, and that's because they're fish eaters, and it allows them to swim more streamlined through the water and grab onto fish. To help them do that as well, they have thin needle-like teeth, so they can grab onto fish easy, and it's just something very, very unique looking in the crocodilian family. So I've just come here to the other enclosure, the gharial enclosure, and these gharials are huge. They are much bigger than the one just over there. Look at this. So the gharials with that big bulb on the front, they're the males, and he is a big boy. And then, as you can see, the gharials over there, there's one over there without the bulb on the snout, tip of the snout, that's the female. And looking around, this male is surrounded by only females, and check that out, he's opening his mouth. Look at them teeth, those long, thin, needle-like teeth it uses to help it catch and hold on to its prey, its fish prey. Now, unfortunately, these animals are critically endangered, and there's around as few as 650 left in the wild, which is such a shame because they look absolutely fantastic and they're such a unique crocodilian to have in India. But luckily, nature parks, snake parks, reptile parks around India, especially this one, are doing such good work in conserving these species. Snake Park is a really good snake park actually. Lots of amazing wildlife, saltwater crocodile, gharials and other amazing native snakes and lizards you can find here in India and Chennai. So yeah, if you're ever in Chennai, ever in India, check out the Chennai Snake Park. It really is an amazing place to go and see. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.